Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink.
Or should we say, breathe, then drink. What's up, family? Great day to you, great Nia, man. Go on, clap it up, because it is Nia, man. I'm so glad to be standing here with you on this Nia day. Man, make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and most importantly, comment so we can know what's on your mind. You hear something you like, type in I say, throw up some fire emojis or whatever emojis you feel are appropriate. And also, you know what I'm saying? Once again, welcome to the Daily Toast. Once again, I want to say great Nia. We are on the day of Nia. During the week of Kujichagulia, of course, we are in the cycle of Nia, so we want to give the Nia babies a double round of applause. I'm also clapping about for the Kujichagulia babies, because we are in Kujichagulia. We're going to get the ultimate lesson of Kujichagulia in this week of exploring it through the lens of Nia. Right? And then we can look at it over the whole week and be like, damn, what was all the ultimate lessons that I got this week about Kujichagulia? It's all about getting the lessons. It's all about getting the messages that our ancestors sent out for us. And speaking of messages that ancestors sent out for us, let's jump right in and look at the proverb of the day. It's the proverb. The proverb of the day. The proverb. Yep, I found a way to work it in. So, proverb of the day. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Now, family, I want to be clear on what we mean by educate. Right? Because some of this shit that is masquerading as education, and I'm stressing that shit. Some of this stuff that's educating that's masquerading as education is not education. It's slop and fuckery, right? We really need to go and really have a discussion about what true education is. And what do we mean when we say, if you educate a woman, you educate a nation, right? Come on now, because I'm telling you right now, because I want you to look at the statistics. The number one, the most highly educated individual in this country, I believe, is black women holding most degrees, what they call education. So if that is not working on building the nation, then the education process is broken. Education, when we look at it, trains people first how to serve the community that they are in. That is what it is for, teaching you how to serve the community you are in. And then when we have a surplus, we start moving out to educate the rest of the world or to serve the rest of the world. But the education system we got now educates you to serve the world before it gets you to educate and serve your community. It gets you solving world problems rather than food desert problems. It gets you to solve external things rather than internal things. So we have to really look at that. So whether we talk about educating a man or educating a woman, we just need to be clear on what we mean by the word education. I'll stop, right? Now, so but I want to make sure we get that in just in case it's not covered. We are on the day of Nia and the ancestral algorithm, right? Which is focused on overcoming aimlessness and the program of depression. I keep forgetting to tell y'all every time I drop those what the focus of the algorithm for the day is. But the focus for the algorithm for Nia is overcoming aimlessness and a program of depression. The algorithm for the day is my life has meaning because I choose to give it meaning. Okay. Again, my life has meaning because I choose to give it meaning. Now, say it with me. Hold on. I'm going to go real slow. Come on. My life. Whose life? That's right. My life. Whose is it? Okay. Claim it. Say it like you mean it. My life has meaning because I choose. Man, that's part. I choose to give it meaning. Many of us act as if we don't have a choice. We're just here, right? When you get a Nyame journey, one of the first things we break down is in our mythology. The fact is, we didn't come here randomly. We chose to be here. We chose the challenges. We chose the parents. I know that's heavy. Right? I know that I'm not dropping that on the babies. I'm dropping that on the adults because that means that everything that transpired in your life, you chose. And I know that's hard. And I know for some of y'all, you're going to have, no, I didn't, no. But what I'm trying to do is to give you power. I want to rip the power out of the hands of others and put that in your hands so that you can start wielding the magic wand of your mind, your creativity, and start guiding your life to where you want it to be. All right. So I got off. I'm sorry. My life has meaning. And, since we are in Kujichagulia, I want to stress the point that oftentimes in order to give something meaning, you need that Kuji, baby. You need that Kujichagulia power, right? My life has meaning. Come on. My life has meaning. Because I choose, because I did what? Because I choose to give it meaning. I didn't choose to let somebody else give it meaning. I didn't let somebody else give it meaning, right? I chose. You chose to give it meaning. I want you to hold on to that. I want you to rock with that. I want you to build on that. You understand what I'm saying? Once again, say it with emotional content. My life has meaning because I choose to give it meaning. You can only give. You can only give if you have, right? You give. Come on now, use your power. Unleash the magician. You understand? Now, but hold on. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to get off on that one. I didn't plan all that. All right. The Mbutu loop for today is, get ready. I am because we are. We are because I am. And because we are, I am. See the loop? Right? I am intentional because we are intentional. And we are intentional because I am intentional. Now, let me go and break that down a little bit for you. So, we are looking at intentional as directed by a clear, conscious motive that leaves zero room for drift. Now, those of you that want to go deeper with this, go on over and just check out the ancestral algorithm. What is it? Yeah, maybe it's is it the ancestral algorithm? Well, anyway, go over to the Telegram. Join the Telegram group. Click the link in the description. Go to the Telegram group. Join the Telegram group. Let's get it building. On that link, you're going to be able to get your Maguza Solidarity map. You're going to be able to get your t-shirt. If you choose to get one, you got access to get the e-course if you choose to. And then also the Telegram group is absolutely free. Join the Telegram group. Join the discussion. Get some deeper insights, because the proverb of the day has a write-up as well as the algorithm of the day, right? But in the algorithm of the day, I also put the a little more detailed write-up of the Ubuntu loop. So now check it out. Here it goes, and this is how we doing. Watch. I am intentional because we are intentional. And because we are intentional, I am even more intentional. And since I am even more intentional, guess what? We become even more intentional. And because we are even more intentional, I become super intentional. You see how it builds on itself? You see the loop? The loop is not just staying static. The loop is building momentum. The loop is building momentum. Building spiritual momentum. Now, just allow that loop to go on in your head. Now, it ain't just a loop like that. It's a loop. Take the number 8, which is our number of power, switch it on its side. You got the infinity loop. And on that infinity loop, right? I'm gonna draw for you. I'm gonna get it drawn for y'all. All right, so that y'all get it right. So once again, I am intentional because we are intentional, and because we are intentional, I am more intentional, and because I am more intentional, we are more intentional, and because we are more intentional, I am super intentional, and because I am super intentional, we are super intentional. Because we are super intentional, I am super duper intentional. You see how I could build up on itself? How you could just play with this loop in your mind and allow that energy to build up and start feeling it increasing you, right? Imagine doing a meditation and then you start working on that loop once you get into your state, right? I worked on it a little bit this morning. I'm like, oh, I got to share this. But anyway, so that's it, right? Intentional, once again, directed by a clear, conscious motive that leaves zero room for drift, right? We living our lives on purpose, man. Not on accident. It's strictly on purpose. Harnessing our true power. Being directed by our true selves, our higher selves. Moving into where we need to be. A tribe. Moving in unity and self-determination, right? Collective worker responsibility, cooperative economics, right? Purpose with creativity, and of course, building upon faith. Or if you want it in the M7 style, building in unity, moving with self-determination, practicing respect, being very grateful, moving on purpose, using creativity to build trust. Damn. I damn. All right, so I know I'm whispering. My girl is still asleep. The sun's just now coming up. I might be able to get this one out on time. But anyway, nah, because I got five haikus. Now, haikus. I wrote 3 of these yesterday. They just was bothering me, and I had to put them down. So, haiku 1, key to mastery, practice with repetition. Repeating is way. Anything we want to master, we got to put the reps in. I knew this, but I really learned this with this rope, and I'm learning it more with the Tai Chi. Family, anything that you want to master, and mastery is key in our culture. I'm just going to say it. Mastery is key in our culture. All right, we We on mastery. We exist in a culture that was built on masters and mastery, right? So the key to mastery is practice with repetition, right? And once again, I'm gonna go back to a Bruce Lee quote. I don't fear the man that practices 1,000 different kicks. I fear the man that practices one kick 1,000 times. Big difference. Big difference. I know plenty of people that know plenty of kicks. I'm not concerned about those who know all the fancy kicks. I'm concerned about those who practice specific kicks repetitiously, because they're going to be on point with it, right? All right, but anyway, next one. Stop fearing what is was echoing in my mind as I thought about death, as I thought of death. So, am I haikuing? Am I haikuing anime? Yep. Stop fearing what is, right? So this one's going to feed into the next one. Stop fearing what is. What is in your life? And why are you fearing it? If it is, was echoing in my mind as I thought of death. Right? It's like, because, being older now, I think about it, and I'm having some experiences right now where I'm faced with my mortality on a more consistent basis. Those of you that are in your 30s and me even late 40s and maybe early 50s, you feel a sense. Well, actually, I stopped feeling it about 40. Because I was like, damn, I got more years behind me. I know I keep coming back to that. I got more years behind me than I got in front of me, possibly. Right? You have to deal with the thought of mortality. But if, and I'm going to get into the next haiku, but if what we are talking about is real, and if me celebrating my ancestors is not just for play for me, then I shouldn't be concerned about that, should I? Nor should you, right? Because once again, one of the missing parts of the family unit in our culture that was stripped away was the ancestors. We had the unborn, we have the children, watotos, warriors, right? Teenagers, warriors. Then we got nation builders, elders, and ancestors. That's the whole family unit. So in the family unit, somewhere, and really the ancestors unborn is basically, you know what I'm saying? It's the beginning and the ending of the loop. Come on now. All right. So, is it real or not? The culture that you uplift, or is it pretend? Right? Think about that. Here's the question. Is it real or not? 5 syllables. The culture that you uplift, 7 syllables. Or is it pretend? Right? We talk about this. We talk about the Gusau. We talk about the ancestors. Is it real? You know what I'm saying? If so, are you operating as if it's real in your life? Are you bringing it forth? Are you pushing it forward? You understand? I mean, come on now. We got a lot of people that just, we put on the costumes, but deep down inside, we got the insurance policies, right? Just in case it ain't real. I got this, just in case. We got to stop playing with it, family. Either it's real or it's not. Stop playing with it, right? All right, so here's the 2 I wrote this morning. The search for meaning ends when we choose to define our value in life. The search for meaning ends when we choose. Once again, this is a montage. This is a salute to the algorithm of the day. The search for meaning ends when we choose to define our value in life. Right? Because listen, and I know my stream should be full of our shades right now. This is why I'm gonna say that, right? Many of us allow our value to be defined by others, right? Not only our value, but our meaning is given to us by others. Oh, you good at this, but your heart ain't into it. You understand what I'm saying? The goal should be helping people identify and find their meaning. You understand what I'm saying? Find their meaning. And once you find your meaning, the value will naturally start to rise, because you ain't going to just be letting nobody, because I want y'all to think about this. The search for meaning ends when you choose to define our value in life. Your or our value in life, right? Many of us are underselling ourselves. If we got to sell, many of us are settling for pennies, leaving hundreds of thousands on the table, right? Because, we're following somebody else's beat. We're doing what other people told us we need to be doing, rather than pursuing what it is we need to do. And let me say this to you. Let's say you can't, but Brother Jim, I can't pursue it full time. Listen, family, the 224 self-help process. Nobody can help you better than you. Spend 2 hours a day on your thing, on our thing. Get in. 2 hours a day at least. I'm going to tell you, you're going to find out it's not enough. You're going to find ways, and ways will be made. Openers of ways will come for you to be able to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But, you got to start it first. You got to be intentional. And here we go. Be intentional about time spent building life. You only get one. Be intentional about time spent building life. You only get one. So I'm going to stop right there. And we're going to get to the script. All right. Let's get it in session. Official haiku for the day: strip the heavy weight, burn noise of false desire. Purpose shines in peace. So peace, I want to greet everybody. Warriors, elders, nation builders, ancestors, unborn, of course, tribe, what's going on, right? I want to send peace and blessings on this powerful Nia day. For the uninitiated, Nia means purpose, if you knew. We are on the day of Nia during the week of Kuzi Chagalia, during the cycle of Nia. So we are actually on a double Nia during the year of Ujima. Now, those of you that are new, just focus on finding Nia. Those of you who have questions about what else to see, come over to the Telegram and I'll go and help you, right? Help you get that so that you can find your symbols throughout the day, your marks on you know what I'm saying? When you're traveling, it'll tell you make a right, a left, get your directions, right? So that you can know your symbols, your signs and symbols that'll pop up for you during the day. All right. So we're on a powerful day of Nia, vibrating with the radiant golden aura of the color. What's the color for the day? Come on now. Y'all should know. There you go. Yellow. I heard you. All right. Did you hear him, Simba? Yeah, Simba, I heard you. Today we align our spirits with the divine intent that burns away the heavy fog of confusion, doubt, and social programming. When we talk about purpose in Nyame Journey System, we are not talking about adding another title to your resume or piling another hustle onto your already overflowing plate. This is what everybody wants you to do. We are talking about something far more radical and ancestral. As recorded in my foundational work, the Warrior's Handbook for Life Journey, as well as the Players Pyramid. Players Pyramid was first. I'm just gonna say that. Players Pyramid was first. And you can find all my books in the link. Go to the author's page. Truly is not built through acquisition. It is revealed through elimination. Truly is not built through acquisition. It is revealed through elimination. Via Negativa, right? The art of subtractive self-mastery. Okay, now look at our collective journey across the land. For generations, our men and women have been tricked into believing that purpose is something handed down by corporate masters, validated by status symbols, or measured by how exhausted you are at the end of the week. And some of us even at the end of the day. How long we can stay in office? Can I stay in office longer? See, we got to understand all that shit is part of the, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you at a place that you really don't like, stop doing that shit. I'm just saying. If you're doing a job you really don't like and you're doing it basically for survival, give them what they pay for. Give them, say it with me, I will give them what they pay for. And since most of the times, most of you are working below what you should be being paid anyway, need I say more? You know what I'm saying? Liberate some paper clips and some pens and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand me? We were conditioned to run on the hamster wheel of this endless hustle, mistaking motion for progress and busy work for destiny. How many of y'all sitting at y'all desk listening to me right now trying to look like you're busy? Either you feel guilty or people want to use blame, shame, and guilt to make you act like you're busy, right? Our sisters carry the weight of entire households and institutions while being told they must be everything to everyone. Our brothers grind until their spirits are bone dry, mistaking survival for sovereignty. And that is a crucial mistake. Crucial mistake. Survival for sovereignty. That is not Nia. That is a parasitic buildup designed to drain your ashe, your vital energy, into the system that do not love or sustain you. I hope y'all got that. And I don't see a ashe yet. What is going on? What's going on? Pull the pistol out, Anime. Come on. Shot fired. Come on now. Good grief. To walk in the true light of yellow today, the tribe must practice the subtractive art of Via Negativa. You do not need to invent. A new path. You need to scrape off the buildup that is blocking the blueprint already mapped inside your potent center. Right? Remember the pledge. Right? Remember the pledge. Nyame pledge. If you don't know it, you got to get the material. What is the buildup? Here we go. It's three things. The lie of external validation. The false narrative that your life only has value if someone else stamps it certified. The lie of external validation. You know what I'm saying? Many of you, and let me say this. Some of y'all are seeking validations that don't even help you. Right? Now, there are validations that you do need. And I encourage those that are in those places and in those positions to go and get those validations. But validations that you don't need, that keep you on the hamster wheel of confusion and fuckery, you need to go and step away from it. Back away slowly. Second, the burden of inherited expectations, carrying dreams, grudges, and ambitions that were never yours to hold. Think about that. The burden of inherited expectations, carrying dreams, grudges, and ambitions that were never yours to hold. Now, with that type of shit, we use honor, honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. to measure those types of things, right? Is it honorable, right? Does it really deserve your loyalty? Does it line up with mayat, right? Because it's like my honor, loyalty, and my honor, loyalty, and sacrifice, they're in there. So when you're looking at these things that you inherit, the dream, is it honorable, right? Do you have to be and demand it to check whether or not you need to be loyal to it? Does it measure up to mayat? Right? True justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order. Now we step in harmony. Right? But anyway. Next, the noise of constant distraction, the endless scrolling, the cheap drama, and the urge to react to every siren call of the world. Constant distractions. Phone dinging, boom, boom, boom. All these things are part of that buildup that we're talking about. Things that you can start subtracting from. Some of them you need, some of them you could cut some of that shit off. When you cut the noise, drop the weight, and share what is not you, you realize a foundational truth. Your life has meaning because you choose to give it meaning. Again, I already went through that. Y'all did it already, right? Y'all did the exercise, right? Purpose is the quiet sanctuary left behind when false narratives are burnt away. It is the architect's foundation revealed when the rubble is cleared. Anchor your heart in the golden frequency today. Stand firm. Breathe deeply into your belly. Drop the unnecessary baggage and let true Nia shine. And, I want to say thank you, and y'all know what that means. You are now listening to Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.